No, nobody wants to see that. Okay, so we should be live. And the two people out there who are going to be watching the stream, because apparently Gory's going to be watching it because nobody wants to watch us. All right, hold on. And the two people out there you go. See, Dave, I don't need to hear my own voice. Okay. All right, so welcome to our show. It's 6 o'clock in the godforsaken morning.
It is the ass crack of dawn.
Really is. It really is. Now, I just want to say, while I'm getting the chat up here, Dave, I got to be honest. When Gory told me that I was going to be hosting the show, I was very, very happy. I was ecstatic. And then she told me it was going to be 6 a.m. And I was thinking, well, that sucks. And then she told me who my guests are. She said, Dave Maggot's going to be on your show. And I was, well, you're here. So,
all right, everyone, welcome to 1 hour of bullying Dave Maggot.
Yeah.
that's been like 38 years.
Oh, Dave, I almost feel bad. Okay, so why doesn't everybody go down, talk about their channel? Jack, you want to describe yourself, what you like?
Welcome, people! I am from Horrorheim. I am the wizard of the West Forest, and I am talking about horror movies. I am going into what I like about a horror movie, what I hate about a horror movie, and what I think about horror in general.
You have a very booming voice. It's good. Okay. Hi,
it's the mic.
Raven. Is it the mic? Is it the boom mic? Is that what makes
it? The boom mic.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Dave, you're just starting out, correct? You just launched a channel. Your first video is going to be coming out in a couple of days. Is that a fact? Oh no, I'm sorry. My notes, my notes here. That's Angry Mantis. This is not a D&D sheet. These are actually, these are notes I've taken for this. So no, Dave. So plug your channel. Tell us all who you are. Everybody knows who Dave is, but let's.
I'm Dave Maggot. I review horror movies and do nerdy shit.
Yeah. You go. Well, you're in a death metal band. That's not too nerdy. That's pretty cool.
It's like playing D&D, but in real life, kind of, or singing about it.
Not really.
It's kind of nerdy.
And Angry Mantis, please plug your channel. Tell us all about yourself.
Hi, I'm Anxie Mantis. I got my name because I have bad posture and I'm very emotional. My first review of The Brain That Wouldn't Die. It's coming out July 20th. That's next Saturday. And I'm going to pray I'm as relatively coherent as I was yesterday.
Okay. So we're going to be talking about, what are we going to talk about? Summer horror movies for some reason.
Yeah.
Because it's probably because it's summer. So I thought that would be a good idea.
It's summer? I didn't notice.
Let's talk about winter ones, dude.
Well, you laughed. I was gonna want to talk about The Thing because I tell you what, I was out there today and I'm rebuilding my deck and it was 109 degrees. And I was vastly thinking of The Thing and how nice and cool Windows must have been before he was horribly murdered. So that, I mean, yeah, but yeah. So everybody, why do you guys like summer horror movies? Dave, what's your favorite summer horror movie? Why? Like, what do you like about them? Yeah, The Burning.
The Burning, because
it's the Burning. It's
The Burning. Yeah. Great soundtrack, great kills, great killers.
Yeah, I mean, it's the worst villain of all time, but it almost. Angry Mantis, what's your favorite summer horror movie? Why?
My favorite summer horror movie is probably The Horror of Party Beach, just because it's a super old B movie, which are generally my favorites. And the funniest part is that they have these weird ass looking fish monsters that look like they have hot dogs crammed in their mouth. And it was the funniest shit I had ever seen. It's still the funniest thing I've ever seen. And it's just like so awesome to make fun of.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry you wanted me to see it this week. Maybe one day me and you can do a stream. We can talk about it. But
yeah, totally. I understand.
I was too busy getting drunk in the dark alone, so I couldn't do that. Jack, what's your favorite? I'm not really that sad and depressed. Yes, I am. Jack, what's your favorite summer horror movie?
I think I will go with the Sleepaway Camp.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Um,
It is a good one. I love that movie.
I'm close to say The Burning, but Sleepaway Camp, I think I'm more because well, I don't want to spoil anything.
Yes.
So
Normally, I would love to talk about that. Yeah, it's 6 a.m. here, Gory. 6 a.m. You know? Yeah,
It's
yeah,
literally school time for me. I don't
yeah.
like this.
Thank you for putting me on peak hours because I know you really trust me. So, my my favorite. It's not the whole movie, but my favorite thing to watch in the summer. One of them is the Raft section of Creepshow 2. I love that short. I don't know. Even as like when I was a teenager, me and my buddy, we would go to like the local lake and we would just like we'd call each other Poncho and Chico. That's how nerdy we were. That's how sad and pathetic
Damn.
we were back there. Yeah. Damn.
If it makes you feel any better
What do you
on
mean by
how
that? Damn.
sad and nerdy we are,
You
I'm
are, yeah.
literally joining the Dungeons and Dragons club at school, so don't feel too bad.
Angry Mantis. I take longsword fencing lessons with if you look
Okay,
on my,
you win. You win.
this is not my choice. My partner, she wants to cut things with a giant sword, so I'm
That's
there.
a mood.
That is a mood. So let's just, so I figured we just go through a list of some movies, talk about a couple of them, maybe rank them, what we think. So I'll start. Now I didn't. Blair Witch isn't so much a summer movie at all, but it's out in the woods.
That's
And,
pretty summary, just dying because of a benevolent witch. I'd say that's I've ranked it like 3 on my summer plans.
I really love to do that. I go hiking all the time, but I don't know about just dying in the woods. I think that'd be pretty bad. I think that might not be so good. But I love Blair Witch. That's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Do you guys like that movie?
From the bits I've seen of it, I really enjoyed it. I think at the time, what they did with it was really cool, and the whole like story of the marketing behind it and how so many people thought it was real. I think it's honestly really cool. I've not seen it in full, but I definitely plan to finish it up and sometime during the summer.
Yeah, I love that movie. I remember when I went to see it. My kids, the friends that I knew, were like, "Oh, this is real." I was like, "Dude, nobody's showing real murder."
Well, we saw Cannibal Holocaust before that came out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did Jack? Do you like Blair Witch? How do you rank that as a horror movie for you?
I find it fascinating, the story behind it, the whole what they tried to do to make it feel like a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
And succeeded about it. But honestly, nowadays I find the movie really boring.
Yeah, I'll give you that too, because you know what? I've seen it so many times, I know it by heart, and it's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it didn't age so well. Dave, what do you think?
I like the Sci-Fi Channel. Remember that thing they did before it came out?
Yeah, I remember that.
That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that was really good.
And it kind of added to it when you went to see the movie. It was like a full thing.
Yeah, because you're ancient like me, so you remember that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. We're ancient. We're relics. We're the relics of you two. That's fine.
Hey, Mantis, let's go into the corner and let the old people talk about the good old days.
Yeah.
Don't let the Blair Witch get you, though.
Get off my lawn, Blair Witch! Get off my lawn!
What are you doing, you rapscallions?
Now we have to talk about Madman, and I have some major fucking issues with this goddamn movie.
Oh wow, okay. Let's gear up.
But I will let everyone else talk a little bit. Dave, if I ran on too long, you have to stop me. All right, you're like my AA sponsor. If I get too mad, then stop me. But Jack, you just saw Madman. What'd you think?
Okay, the beginning was a decent beginning. I was really into it. When the movie begins to go on, we get to the middle part. I'm like, oh my god, this is just a generic slasher. I cannot believe that. Remember, there are people who says it's one of the best slasher movies ever made.
No one's saying that. No one.
Wild.
No one's saying that. Don't lie.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. There is people who claim that is one of the best, and I go to the middle part. I'm like, oh my god, I am drifting out. I am sitting here and cannot concentrate because I know what's going to happen. Then we come to the climax.
Right?
We come to the climax, and I'm like, okay, now I'm in. But please give me a surprise. Give me something I did not expect. They did that, and they ended it perfectly. So I would say it's an okay slasher, and nothing more.
Yeah, Dave, what do you think?
I love it. It's stupid as hell, but I love it. I love it because it's stupid.
It's so fucking dumb.
It's so dumb.
Angry Mantis, have you seen this godforsaken monstrosity of a movie?
I have not, but from like the 2 minutes of research I did on Wikipedia, it sounds dumb as hell, and I'm definitely gonna like make fun of it with my friends.
The cons or the pluses of this movie. I think it's really it's awkward. Nobody in the movie acts normal, and I think it gives an unsettling tone. I do. I think
the worst part of like any shitty slasher is when everyone's dialogue feels so like forced and stuff. Like I hear them talk like, "Oh my god, let's go to the lake," and I'm like, "Wow, no one fucking talks like that."
Here's my issue with this fucking movie. Okay, so
all right, let's gear up.
They're at a campfire, right? And this old motherfucker is telling a story about Madman Mars, some guy who lived in the woods. His nickname was Maggot, I think. And so this kid throws a rock and challenges Madman Mars. And that's why Madman Mars comes out to kill everybody. Because
someone threw a rock.
Yeah, at his house.
And guess what? Madman doesn't go after the kid. He kills every other motherfucker in the whole goddamn camp. Not the kid who threw the dice. Oh my god, why?
Yeah. Actually, no. The guy who threw the rock is the first one to die, and after that, it's just like, why are you killing everybody else? Everybody else respected you.
No,
maybe it was boring, dude. I don't know.
He threw the rock, and then he was all traumatized at the end.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he threw a rock.
That is not the kid who threw the rock.
Okay.
He got that motherfucker first.
But it's trash. I mean, this is why you're holding a grudge for millennia because some kid move on with your life. Move on.
Move on. It's
your
not
undead life. Yeah.
It's like you got the one. You don't need to keep going. How bored are you? Take up a hobby. Do crochet. My god.
Crochet.
It's Pringles. Once you pop, you can't.
Crochet is goddamn calming. I've tried it.
I want to see a reboot where Madman Mars just crochets, like when a kid throws a rock and he's like, "Damn kids coming out here, some bitch. I'll get you one day." Right now, I'm just crocheting with my pet dog in my house.
But if I can add to the cons, the makeup on Madman Marks.
Yeah, it's
terrible. My fucking god.
Dude, I saw that photo and I said, this man just looks like someone I'd see on the street corner panhandling for change, dude.
I used to
think good.
I used to think it was the camp counselor pulling double duty, acting as both the old guy, because it looks kind of like him.
Yeah, the old guy. Yeah,
it's not though. So, Dave, since it's your favorite horror movie, let's talk about The Burning.
Oh boy!
All right.
What do you love about The Burning? Everybody here loves The Burning, apparently.
I guess.
I love that there's.
I guess.
There's
I don't know.
Oh no! Oh, you haven't seen it? Okay.
No.
I was gonna say blasphemy.
He's like 11 years old, Dave. We have to cut
I tried to do my research on every single one I didn't watch, and there are a few that I can't watch because my parents don't allow it.
This is a must.
If this dude murders people with like garden shears, that's great. Not as many slashers use garden shears, and it's a decent weapon, like a giant pair of scissors. You just run around with those. That's intimidating.
Yeah. Dave,
gardening's intimidating?
What's your favorite murder in The Burning?
There's one that you can count as like 7.
Okay.
And it is the raft scene, and it's perfect.
Yeah, that is a good scene.
Yeah, he's hiding in a canoe. Yeah. Clearly, he's not in the canoe.
Yeah.
But then he kind of appears in the canoe. And they're getting closer to him.
Yeah.
And then he just takes out like you always hear like don't split up in horror movies.
Yep.
But these people didn't split up, and then they just get devastated by garden shears. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Jack, what do you love about this movie?
The Burning. The
Yeah.
Burning is lovely brutal, even though
Yeah.
there's kids in it.
Yeah.
It get what many slasher movie tries to do is, and what they try to do is trying to bring out the fear of dying young.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
And-
not unfair.
And The Burning succeed because, well, it take really young kids and kills them brutally
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it does?
without
I'm sorry, Jack. Go, please finish your thought.
without mercy.
It also gives us characters that are good, like that you like. Whereas
Character development.
yeah, what my favorite part about this movie is that it's essentially the Seinfeld prequel, and that's. I mean, we finally learn what George Costanza was like as a kid. I love this movie. I watch it again every year, more or less. I try to. It's fantastic. You can find it on YouTube, Angsty Mantis. If you want to watch it one day, it's
Nice.
there. Yeah, it's great. The special effects are amazing. The characters are great. It's a perfect summer horror movie. Personally, I mean, I think it's great. So, Jack, did you want to talk? So I'm looking at a list, and here's some movies here's a movie that I don't see as a summer horror movie that was listed on several websites. The Devil's Rejects. I don't see it.
Oh, that's one of the movies I'm not allowed to watch. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, The Devil Rejects. I don't want to call it a summer, but I can see why people call it a summer horror movie.
I mean, yeah, it's a road thriller, kind of like The Hitcher. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would call The Hitcher a summer horror movie either. So I don't know. Dave, is Devil's Rejects a summer horror movie?
It came out in the summer, but I guess no, I don't really see it. Like I just see they're like in the desert or whatnot, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're just all like they're sweaty and grimy, so I guess that's why people would call it a summer thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's definitely hot. Everybody's fucking sweating and
Yeah, yeah.
no doubt.
Oh my god, the fucking sweat in that movie. There's a lot of that. It's
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
If you want a sweaty double feature, watch that in The Hitcher, and Rucker Hauer's big giant head sweating for 2 hours, and then watch Otis B. Driftwood, his beard collecting sweat drip off his head. Yeah, you got yourself a double feature there.
Wow, that sounds gross.
Yeah, it's a gross movie. Let's see. Oh, here's a summer horror movie that everybody's seen. Jaws.
Fun one.
One of my all-time favorite horror movies. It just screams summer immensely. Jack, you like Jaws? Why? What if you don't? Why?
Jaws is a classic everybody needs to watch, even if you're not into horror.
Agreed.
And I have one special reason, because it was the horror movie who began the blockbusters.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Anyway, I have to go. Just 2 seconds.
Okay, we'll somehow survive without you.
Somehow.
Dave, I don't know. Have you ever seen Jaws, Dave? It's a little known movie. You might have heard about it. It came out a while back. It's about a fish. Have you ever seen it?
Big fish.
It's a big fish. I love Jaws so much. Every time I watch this fucking movie, I get so upset when Quint dies, because I want him to live every time. Every time I want Quint to live. It's amazing. Do you like Dave? You there? I think Dave froze.
I guess the void got him or something.
Fuck him.
I don't know.
Who cares? Nobody.
Just fucking.
I love Dave. Hold on, let me pull up Facebook, see what happened to him, if anything. Dave is the internet ghosts from Unfriended have claimed Dave's soul.
Time for me to stick my hand in the blender. Am I right, folks?
It's better than this stream, probably. Have you? So Jess, have you seen
I have seen Jaws. I think I watched it a couple summers ago. It didn't really scare me. Oh, Dave's back. Hi. You returned from the void. We thought you died.
My Wi-Fi dipped out for a second.
I was afraid the ghost from Unfriended got you, but you know.
No.
we started to celebrate a little too early, I guess. I mean, we're so Dave. What's your favorite thing about Jaws?
I just love how it has a mirror that could totally prevent it, like a million children's deaths.
Yeah,
but he's just like, no, we gotta have. Was it 4th of July?
Yeah, 4th of July.
We gotta have 4th of July.
And that's what I call capitalism.
The movie just. Please go on.
Actually, the movie is based on a book who's probably based on real events.
Yeah. Fun fact, in my hometown of Ocean City, New Jersey, they just cleared the beach the other day because a great white was swimming around in the waters.
Nice.
Woo! So,
revenge.
Shark.
I love Jaws because it's just the music is amazing. That makes the movie so. I mean, like the scene where Brody's sitting on the beach, he's just trying to relax, and the guy can't relax, and you know, it's just when it zeroes in on the ocean. It's just amazing. The whole movie's just it's so brilliant. And you know, when people say that they haven't seen a movie, I'm just shocked. It's like that and Psycho. If you haven't seen those two movies, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You know?
I haven't seen Psycho, but I have seen Jaws, so I only don't know
what I'm
doing.
What are you doing with your life?
I don't know what I'm doing, period. I'm so confused.
Me neither. Me too.
What are you, like 15? Gosh.
No, I'm 12. Thank you.
Wait, you're not, are you? Are you really 12?
No, I'm actually 15.
Thank God.
I'm goofing.
I got scared there for a second.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, holy.
No.
Psycho ends when it's revealed that Norman Bates is a chicken. That's the ending of Psycho. Yeah. I'm sorry. I had to spoil it, Gory. I had to spoil it. he takes off the wig and he's a giant. He takes off his meat suit.
I know how it ends. The internet ruined it for me, but
of course
that's still really good. I have seen Jaws. Honestly, I gotta agree. For the time, like the camera and the framework was really sort of like, I guess, almost revolutionary to my knowledge. It was at the time. But it's just like a really good movie overall. It didn't personally scare me, but it's definitely one that I enjoyed a lot when I saw it.
I must admit, I love the scene where they sit in the boat and just begin to talk.
Oh, it's amazing! That's a brilliant scene where they're showing each other scars. It's I mean, my goodness, it's and then I love that scene, but I love when Quint goes into his story about when he was in the Navy and the ship sank, and then he was like one of the only people to survive, and it was. I mean, that's just it's a great scene. It's a great movie. Great movie.
And just to make a shameful plug-in for another channel, Screaming Soup have actually met the guy from Jaws. Right now, they are in hell.
Oh, really?
Looking for their goat friend. So.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sick.
So, angry mantis, angsty mantis, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who knows? I can't keep up
It's okay.
with you young whippersnappers. What's your favorite Friday the 13th movie?
My favorite, I haven't seen most of the movies we're talking about, but I've seen like various snippets. But I heard the second one is a lot of fun. So I'll pretend I've seen it and say the second.
Am I
making a bad choice here?
My contract with Gory states this is not a D&D sheet. This is a contract. It says that I'm supposed to have people who know about horror. And last time I checked, you should know what Friday the 13th is.
I know what it is.
Okay.
Two is a good choice, though. Two's a good choice.
Yeah, Two's a very good movie. I love Two. Dave, what's your favorite?
Everybody look in the camera. Can you see what that is?
Sick.
Yes.
My favorite.
Am ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Unless it's part 5. If it's part 5, I'm ending the stream.
My favorite is it's usually a tie between 4 and 6. It always bounces back and forth for me.
I love 6. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. I don't know. Jack doesn't like it so much because he doesn't like he likes it to be more serious, and I get that. I used to be like that too, but as I got older, I don't know. It's so ridiculous. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the subplot with the court taking the kids on a nature trail. I mean, Jesus, if there's anybody who should not be, one, in the woods, two, in charge of kids, it's freaking Court. But yet he's out there with these kids. Seven's amazing too. I love 7. I think that's underrated. And
I agree with Part 7. I mean, the only Friday the 13th film I did not like was Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah,
my man. That movie sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's not a Friday the 13th movie, and
no.
And I mean,
it's a fan fiction, literally a fan fiction.
Just to set up a movie that won't come for like 20 years later, you know what I mean? It's like, that's all that was. It was just a setup for Freddy vs. Jason, and we didn't get that for many, 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 many more moons. So,
phenomenal planning.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Let's see, what else can we talk about here? Here's another one. I don't know. It's rated. Both Hills Have Eyes are claimed to have be summer movies. I don't know.
I mean, it might just be because of the desert setting, but it has sort of a summery vibe. I don't know. Road trips and like deserts are both pretty commonly associated with summer.
I think they were going on a summer vacation because the old man retired in both movies.
And
yeah.
The kid is the kids are out of school, so
yeah. So maybe I mean, so I love the original Hills Have Eyes. I even thought the remake wasn't bad. Jack, have you seen both? Do you like them? Not like them? Are they summer movies?
I haven't seen the remake, and when I watched the original, I was drunk out of my ass, so I can't remember.
Well, okay, then I'll pass the question to Dave. Dave, same question.
I love the remake. Is amazing. It's just so it's Alexandre Aja, you know. He just did Crawl. It's like so gory and just brutal and mean-spirited and just amazing. The mutants are awesome, and the original is classic. Oh, good.
No, go ahead, please.
I was going to say the dog flashback in the original part too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love that movie.
Have you seen these movies, Angsty Mantis?
I have seen again most of the original, and I really liked it. I thought it was starting to get a little bit intense, and I think I had to stop watching because I had to go to bed or something. Some stupid excuse for a baby. But I really enjoyed what I saw. It was a little bit mean-spirited, kind of more intense than some other movies I've seen, but I think it was pretty good.
I'm curious about something. Now, you're 15 years old, correct, Angry Man? So do you have to watch horror movies in like a guerrilla fashion? Like you have to be super stealthy and roll some really good stealth rolls and stuff to watch these horror movies. I mean, that's what I used to have to do. I used to rent one movie and then put the movie I wanted to watch in the box that I was renting that was allowed, so I had to go through some shenanigans. I didn't have YouTube.
I don't have to do anything like guerrilla style. My dad just puts like whatever on, dude. During spaghetti night, you decide to put on Friday the 13th too, and I wanted to vomit. So I don't really have to. It's just that I'm very lazy.
Okay, well, that's fair. I mean, who isn't? Okay, so another one we got up here. Man, we're going through them quickly. Cabin in the Woods. I don't particularly remember. Oh, Jack is. Please take it away, Jack.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah, Jack.
Okay. Cabin in the Woods is an awesome movie where you can debate what it is about for hours. It have two storylines who have nothing to do with each other before the climax.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. There's reference to all kinds of horror movies, like the Danish horror movie Reptilicus, who is a silly, stupid movie.
I've seen that. It's terrible. I love it.
That is a very good movie. I love Cabin in the Woods. I mean the ending for me. I don't think those two characters would make the choice they make at the end of that movie. And that kind of bothers me. I mean, it was like, the hell, screw the Earth. Let's just hang out here. I just don't see them doing that. But aside from that, I thought the movie was fantastic. I love the ending. I love the merman. I thought it was amazing. Yeah.
I just want to see a fucking merman.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
bitch.
Dude, all that like ridiculous amount of blood, that was the whole end was just awesome.
That's like a real payoff too, because they mentioned the merman throughout the movie, and like you're like, what the hell are they talking about? And then you get the merman at the end, and I would have loved for the
payoff.
Kind of, yeah. You know, I mean, it just made me wish that I could just actually see a good Creature from the Black Lagoon movie, but you know.
A good reboot of that. It might be difficult, but I feel like it's possible.
What about the Shape of Water? Isn't that
that's essentially what Guillermo del Toro was gonna do. I'm pretty sure that was his version of.
I've heard the synopsis of the movie. I think I'm gonna pass on that.
He was supposed to remake the original, but that kind of fell through, so he just made that, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I love that movie. And I love.
I have to say, my favorite scene is the unicorn scene.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, yeah. I love the throwbacks they get in that movie, and I love the call. I love all the generic versions of our favorite monsters. I think the movies, it's well done. The ending I'm not too thrilled on, but it's a great movie. It's an absolute great movie. Here's a movie that I think me and Dave are the only two people in the universe has ever seen. Beware Children at Play.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'd like to.
I have only seen it through a review from Cinema Snob. So
of course that's where you saw it from. Of course that's.
Nobody's seen it. I had that on.
How are you?
I had that on VHS. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid dubbing it from Beta, and yeah. That movie, it's so talking about ridiculous. Talk about just utterly fucking insanity. It's crazy. Oh man. Here's another good summer horror movie. 9 people in the world have seen. Nudist Colony of the Dead.
That sounds like a movie.
Has no one ever seen this film?
No.
Dave, you have not seen this movie?
No.
I've seen snippets of it. I haven't seen it all the way through though, because it always gets referenced. You know.
Oh my god, you people are the most. You just
okay. If we shall talk about horror movies none of you have seen, I can bring one up.
Okay, please. I'm reviewing my contract. Why I did
that. Okay.
No contract.
Sidste Time.
What is it?
What?
It's a Danish horror movie about a group of kids going back to school where they are locked up and told they are caught with a killer and they need to find the killer or they will die.
I want to see this.
It has never been released outside of Scandinavia. It is out of print now and...
Sounds interesting.
And it is actually, because one of the twists of the movie, because you people are probably never going to see it, is they are watching the news while they are caught in the building. And it turns out the news is ahead of time. So when they watch the news, they see into the future.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty
and they cannot trust any of the information the news bring them. For example, it says that one of the suspects is one of their friends, so they end up killing their friend, and it turns out, oh, he was not the suspect. We're sorry.
Dang it. If we're still on the topic of horror movies that probably not a lot of people have seen, there's one that's like mostly summer themed from like the 70s called Barracuda, with the most like insane twist. So like it's like a mutant fish story, and the fish in the water and the at this ocean town.
Don't call Dave a mutant fish. That's
There-
awful. That's terrible. I'm sorry, Dave. I totally approve of that statement. Please go on. Please, Jess, finish it.
So the fish are like going nuts. No one knows what's happening. They're murdering people, and everyone in the town is acting like they're going from being fine and chill to like being super angry and emotional the next second. So this dude and like a couple other people, they're starting to like do an investigation. They're looking through files, and then the twist at the end is that it's just some weird government operation, and they go to report it, and they're just shot down like immediately as soon as they leave the building. And then it's like the government just goes about what they're doing, and it's like, all right, this is a cover up. This is just how it ends. They just die, and no one ever hears about it. Because it's a whole scheme of them like putting chemicals in the water, and it just ends up being gunned down, and that's it.
That happens in Carnosaur too. Carnosaur.
I mean, that sounds like a typical American idea. Like, our government is after us, please.
I mean, to be fair, Jack, our government is probably after us.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I mean, you have Trump as president.
Yeah. Please.
Damn it.
This is supposed to be a fun stream. I don't want
to. I'm sorry. I meant an alien as president, because with that hair, oh my god, girl!
It's a scroll. It's a scroll.
I call him an orangutan, but I don't want to assault Dr. Zayas, so I don't call him an orangutan anymore.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
So, you know what? Now that we're talking about mutant fish stories, I love Piranha. I love all the Piranha movies.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh my god, my best friend cannot stop talking about the Piranha movies. The Piranha movies.
I mean,
please just change the topic.
They're not that good to obsess over them. I mean, you know.
I mean, I liked them the first time I watched them. The second time was a bit. The third time was like, and after 24 times, I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, they're not
24
great.
times. They're not worth watching 24 times.
Never watch a movie. Just don't shut up about it unless it's like really good, and even then, relax a little.
Those are good summer movies, the Piranha movies.
Yeah, I've heard good things about them. They're fun.
Have you seen the Mega Piranha, the Asylum?
There's a Mega Piranha? That sounds so dumb. I love it.
Anybody ever see Frankenfish?
No.
Yes.
No. Please tell. Please tell.
I love Frankenfish.
Dave, why don't you explain the story of Frankenfish for our...
Frankenfish is about...
It's so goddamn ridiculous.
It's an imported fish from like... It's a snakehead fish.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, it's a giant snakehead fish. And it attacks people that are living on this... They're like the swamp people. They live on like little houses on the swamp water and whatever. And the Frankenfish, it just eats them, you know? Just eats them.
I think there's a bit more than that. I mean, it's so... It's so dumb. It was back when like Sci-Fi Channel, which just made like, I don't know, they still make shitty movies, I guess. So I guess nothing's changed for Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, Frankenfish is awesome. So I think we should go on with the next 20 minutes talking about, because Jack loves it so much, talking about the ins and outs of the Piranha movies. Because sorry, Jack. So Dave, why don't you recount the entire script word by word? Can you do that for our dear friend Jack?
For Piranha.
Yeah,
Piranha. Let's go.
Let's go swimming. Prehistoric Piranha. Earthquake.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm out.
Do you know they actually remade Piranha before they remade Piranha?
Oh, did they?
It was a Showtime original movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's also Piranha 2 that was directed by James Cameron.
Yeah, that was great. That was actually a good movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Is this a summer movie or not?
I'd say it is. Again,
Um,
road trips are generally associated with summer. I'd say it counts.
Yeah, but
It's
are we talking about the remake or the original?
Let's
That
go
is
to
the
the original.
question.
That's a good point. Let's go with the original because that's a far superior film.
Actually, I
It's an-
preferred the remake.
Really? Are you gonna
Yeah.
You're gonna have to explain yourself on that one, son.
Okay.
Now that's an
I
opinion.
I am it. The original is a classic, and the remake is not. But the remake is just more fun. Oh my god, it is so much more fun.
They just had money.
I mean,
I
the,
don't I don't
the,
know
the,
that. I think that's why the first one works, though. It's not fun. It makes you
Yeah.
uncomfortable. You know, I mean, I think that's the point of the first one.
It
I,
also make you feel gross.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I think the remake is better than it had any right to be.
Mm.
It's miles and leaps better than like Texas Chainsaw 3D. And
oh my god! Now you're just hitting low. That's low.
why did you like that movie?
No, I don't like it. It's low hanging fruit. Of course, it's better than that.
No, there's something worse than that. Leatherface, that the prequel to when Leatherface is a little boy. Oh, it's just the worst thing ever. It's
I haven't seen that one, so tell me a bit.
Leatherface is a kid, and
It's a mystery.
essentially it's more or less it's Devil's Rejects, but they're a bunch of whiny fucking teenagers up until the
Oh
very
my.
end.
Okay, I
Oh
can see
man,
why you think that is bad.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they're like they all these kids from the original home get arrested, and they get sent to like a mental a hospital for kids. Then they escape like 10 years later, and then they
of
just go
course they
around.
do.
Yeah, and they just go around doing terrible, horrible things to people, and complaining and bitching the entire time. It's so bad. It's so. Dave,
If
did
you're
you
gonna
see?
commit atrocities, don't complain while
And
you're
right.
doing it. It's your choice.
Gory's cousin wrote it.
Did he really?
Yeah, and Hellfest. I love
I love the movie. I think it's great. I think the acting,
Hellfest.
the dialogue is the script of that movie is just it's perfect. I love it. I think it's amazing. I would give it 5 out of 5. I really do think it's one of the great films of all time.
I like it. I like
Shut
It's
up,
kinda-
Dave, you don't like that movie.
Okay, we're back to bullying Dave, everybody.
Dave. No, because he says stupid things. Like he has his own opinion sometimes, and that's just
You're not allowed to have your own opinions on the internet. It's either
They-
the best thing ever or garbage.
yeah, Dave. Come on.
Either
or you are,
joke.
or if you are Dane, you get a free pass on everything you say.
Yeah, you know, I'm getting bitched out by Gory B movies. Be nicer to Dave. Dave's great. Dave has a better channel than you. Yeah, I know that. That's why I have to pick on the man. So yeah, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't, like I said, with the Devil's Rejects and everything else. I can't say that it's inherently a summer movie, but it's definitely fantastic.
There's one point in the original I think that is done way better than the original, which is when we finally see inside the house the dinner scene.
Yeah, you think that's better?
of course, yeah.
Yeah, that is better done in the original than in the remake because
Yeah.
it is so disgusting.
It really
feels
is.
it feels so hot and all that. But that is kind of the only thing I think it has done better. That is the feeling of this special kind of hell it creates.
What was her Franklin? Oh man, talk about
Franklin.
Oh god.
We were talking about Franklin earlier.
talk about an annoying freaking character. Oh my god, yeah. You know, I get that some characters have to be annoying, but I don't know.
They could have dialed it back, like, even a little, because when I saw Franklin get spoiler, it's like old, but like if you haven't seen it, stop listening for a second. When he finally got like torn up with that chainsaw, I was like, finally, thank you, God. I don't have to listen to this guy whine for any longer. Dude went on like my little cousin when she was like 11, well, not 11, closer to like 8, but same difference. Children are annoying, and so is Franklin.
Yeah, it is.
I love how you see a skeleton in part 2.
Yeah, that was great too. Even though it's a vastly different fucking movie.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a movie. I don't know. You guys tell me. I know you did last summer a summer movie.
Yeah, it's 4th of... Is that 4th?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it's 4th of
Yeah.
July.
I
I
hate.
mean, summer's in the name.
I hate this movie. You guys can talk. I don't.
I'm out.
It's a movie. That's all we need to say.
I'm out. That movie is just. I mean, oh my god.
It's another reason we have to thank Scream for ruining horror. We got this Urban Legends. I mean, how many of these god awful freaking movies did we get? And I can't. I'm fired.
No.
I'm fired.
Wait. There's
Look
one
at the
movie
contract.
that there's one movie that because of Scream came out. I don't think we will have got that. I am appreciating.
Huh? What's that?
Cherish Falls.
Oh, yeah.
Cherry Falls? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I've heard it's good.
Very underrated. Very underrated.
Underrated the slasher from the early 2000s.
She's not smarter than me. She's not smarter than me. Okay.
Filmed in 99. Came out in 2000. That was a TV movie here. The most expensive TV movie ever made here.
What was?
Cherry Falls.
Yeah.
That premiered on the USA Network.
That came out with a that was a double pack when it came on the DVD with a movie with John Ritter, where he was.
Terror Tract was the other one.
Yeah,
Those got released the same summer.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I enjoyed that for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got here. Gory tried to fire me, but I have a contract. I don't see how this at all. I'm looking at a list right here. Zombie 2. No way. How is that a summer horror movie?
Oh, I actually
have an island.
I actually have a fun story about Zombie 2.
Oh, please go on.
Do you?
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah, actually, Zombie 2 in Denmark is called Voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my sister actually owned a copy of it. And I remember as a kid, because I was a really scared kid, but couldn't look away when something horrible happened. So when I saw the image, I was just like staring at it like this. And I could not look away. It's like...
This frozen.
I mean, that's what you look like now. So, I mean, nothing's changed.
It's very summery because it's on an island, but
yeah. Here's one we could talk about: Tourist Trap. One of my all-time favorite horror
Oh,
movies.
I've seen that. I love that.
Great movie.
Not love, but I like it.
Eric, Angsty, since you've seen it and you like it a lot, why don't you talk a little bit of it? Why do you like that movie so much?
Honestly, it really kind of unnerved me. The effects were not always my favorite. There were some that were better than others, but it's just like
I kind of think that works with the movie because that's kind
it
of
really does.
Yeah.
So because it's like so like jarring, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just really creepy, and then the twist at the end, I guess. I really liked it. I thought it worked, but the amount of times he just rambled on about his wife, that unnerved me too. I just really liked it overall. I think it was pretty effective. I watched it with the Joe Bob commentary first, but then
nice.
I went back and watched it as a separate movie. I like it a lot. I think it really did unnerve me. I know it was sort of at the beginning of the slasher craze, but I think it should be watched by more people if you haven't seen it.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Dave, have you ever seen it?
Yep. That's rated PG.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's sad. It's sad they had to totally rip it off for the House of Wax remake back in the early 2000s.
They probably didn't know which movie they were remaking.
You know what's a good horror movie that I guess it is a summer movie. The Wicker Man, the original Wicker Man. I would say that's.
I love Nicolas Cage. I was just about to say when you said
Please.
Did
The
you just?
beast, the beast, they're in my eyes.
Did you just? I'm not talking. Listen, you numbskull. I'm not talking about that movie.
I'm sorry, I could not.
I
I
have
had-
to say something mean to me.
Okay, so the next stream coming up is because I'm done with you people. I mean, no.
Come on, you love us. We know
Yeah,
you do.
I do. I'm having a great time. Even I guess that movie I would say is a summer movie actually. But Midsummer, that was a really good movie. Anybody see that yet?
I haven't seen
Nope.
it yet.
Okay. All right.
It is a Swedish movie. I have a rule about not watching Swedish movies because Swedes are the enemy.
Are you?
Huh?
Why? I thought when
I'm a Dane. I'm a Dane. We naturally just hate Swedes.
Well, when you first logged on to Hangouts, I thought you were PewDiePie. I got very excited that I thought he answered my phone. I thought he answered my email. That's who I thought you were, but
All
clearly
50 of them?
50.
I don't know.
Hundreds of messages I've sent.
Thousands.
Thousands. Yeah, him and Markiplier, they get updates in my life because they're worried, they're concerned about it.
He did eat an anthropophagus. He did eat that entire island.
Yeah, that's a great movie, but come on, who knows about that freaking movie besides me, you, and the cinema snob? I mean, nobody's ever seen that movie. Yeah. Touristas too. That's another one that comes up. I guess. I don't know. Mayhaps.
Yeah.
Joyride's another one. Humanoids in the Deep. I'm looking at here. That's
Nice.
a great movie.
Oh, I don't know if this could be considered like a summer movie. It's sort of like in a summer-ish setting. I mean, I think part of it takes place in South America. It's a really bad made-for-TV movie that came out in the 70s. Tarantulas, the Deadly Cargo. My God. It was really funny, just everyone screaming with like a bunch of spiders on them. I like that one.
I don't think I've seen that one. Has anyone else? Has anyone else seen it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Yeah.
I've seen Kingdom of the Spiders, but I haven't seen that one.
The
I
Lost
think I've
Boys.
seen one too.
That is a summer movie. Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I hate that
Oh.
fucking movie. I think it's trash.
All
Anyone,
right.
anyone that likes the Lost Boys is trash. That and Goonies. Those two movies are shitty, fucking overhyped. I hate Lost Boys. I fucking hate Lost Boys.
All right, cool.
Okay, why not tell us your real feelings, man?
I hate it. I hate that movie. Everyone swoons over Kiefer, and yeah, he's hot, but he's hotter as Jack Bauer. I don't know. I'm just saying no.
He gets, yeah.
You
Like,
can't fire me, Corey. You can't fire me. I have a D&D sheet right here that says, "Oh, this is my girlfriend's D&D sheet." Hold on. Hold on. This is my character sheet. And it says, "I can't be fired here." Trust me.
I forgot where I put my character sheet. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. Goonies, I hate too. That's probably a summer movie too. Everybody loves that freaking movie.
I watched Goonies
Yeah.
once. It was
Actually, what about Critters?
Critters is an amazing movie. I didn't particularly like the TV show that came out. I know
I
Sci-Fi
haven't
Channel.
seen that one yet.
Sci-Fi
Critters
I
I
still gotta watch it.
watch.
Wrong Turn. That's a horror movie. That's a summer movie. I would think so.
Sure is.
And it's not that good.
Should we talk about the elephant in the room and talk about Sleepaway Camp?
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can. Look, I did a stream where me and Gory talked about it to no frickin' end. So if you guys want to talk about it, feel free. But I'm. It's kind of like Piranha. I've talked about it enough.
We can talk about part 2 and 3.
Okay, we could do that. Sure.
Yeah.
What do you think of the two lesser sequels, Dave?
I hated them when I was like younger, but then the stupidity of them just made me smile after a while. And
Yeah.
I don't know, they just grew on me, you know.
Jack, what do you think of? You could talk about the first movie. That's fine. What do you think of? What do you think of the Sleepaway Camp movies?
Okay, the first one is my favorite summer slasher.
Why? Let's talk. Besides the twist ending, which you already said, what else do you love about that movie?
That it is about kids. That it is about, like The Burning, it's about dying young and all that, but also about bullying. And as a guy who have been bullied, it feel like great catharsis.
Yeah, it has actual kids at a summer camp.
Yep.
Yeah,
The special
and
effects are phenomenal. I mean, some of these the arrow through the neck is just it's really good. I mean, the movie's just amazing, effects wise.
yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I've only seen the first because, of course, since I'm a baby. But I really enjoyed it while watching it. It definitely creeped me out. I loved probably all of the effects in there.
Yeah.
Like, I think the one that unnerved me the most was them finding the corpse of the guy who got stung with all those bees. That creeped me out, and that was a really good effect, in my opinion.
and it's Angela's eyes in that movie. Her dead stare through 88% of that movie is just unnerving beyond no end.
Just like staring through everyone's
Yeah.
soul
Yeah.
creeped me out.
Yeah, people are yelling at her, and she's just like staring at them, and it's amazing. Jack, what do you? Oh, please go on.
I kind of want to asking you if what you think about this theory that it is anti-homosexual, anti-transsexual.
I mean, I curling iron on the cooch. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've talked about it ad nauseum. Me and Gory did 2 streams about it, but I don't think it's. I think if it came out today, it would probably be very transphobic. But this was the '80s, and I think it worked then. I think it was a good, and it made sense actually when it went through called. Look, I'm not saying it's great depiction of transgender people, but I think I think it was. I think it didn't take away from the movie. I can still watch it. I don't get mad about it. It is what it is. You know, that's all you can do.
I gotta agree. I definitely think if they tried to like make it today, it probably would not.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't go
It was
good.
a different time. It was the '80s where it wasn't as open and commonplace and kind of frowned upon. Just with, like,
And it
everything
worked. And it
happening.
worked in the story.
It works for the story and it makes sense for like the time period, but some elements of it were kind of made me raise my eyebrows a little. But overall, I don't think it really took away from my enjoyment of the movie.
No, like I said, if they try to do it now, it would. I don't know. I think about it. I go back and forth sometimes on it. I still watch it. It's not my favorite summertime horror movie, but you know. So we're winding down. Next up is Slash and Cast, whoever the hell they are.
Woohoo!
Slash gas. Woo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Woo!
I'm sure Gory will be on there. She didn't want to come. She was like, oh, she said, Annie, do you need guests? And I was like, yeah. Do you want to be on my show? She's like, oh, you're gonna be on it, right? And I was like, yeah. Well, it's my hood. She said, no, I don't want to be on. I don't want to be anywhere. I was like, wow.
Oh,
I started to cry, and she's like, take Dave, and then I cried more, and then
100% of this stream is about you being mad at Corey.
I don't like Gory. Me and her are arch enemies. I'm here. You know, my really good friend is Danny Nightmare. He's like he's my homie.
Gory said she's like unofficially adopted me from yesterday, so is this gonna be a problem? Is this starting to get convoluted? Am I gonna be in the center of a war crisis?
I don't know.
yes, yes, definitely.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's right, Gory. I can't stop talking tonight. Yeah, you have that kind of power over people. All right, so next up is I mean, does anybody? Oh, everybody, plug your channels. I was lazy and I didn't put it in the description below. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I will when we stop. I will put it in so when it's published. I know my mom will probably watch it, so
My mom will too. She's probably gonna be disappointed with the amount I sweared, but she's already disappointed enough.
I can't wait to get angry messages from your mom. That should be a great day. So
If you look in the chat, I have put up there.
Okay.
My channel. So
I will put everybody's links in the description once this goes live. And again, thank everybody for coming out to Gory. I love you. Thank you for having me host. It was fun. Dave, thank you for coming out. I hope you can start making videos again soon. And from Jack and Angsty Mantis, I look forward to seeing. Well, I probably won't watch it, but in theory,
That's
It is-
understandable.
All right, so let me see if I can get this this little screen share thing here. Let's see here.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys. So,
Anyway, I have to leave now. Bye.
all right, bye.
Later.
Bye. I see it. It's magical.
Whoa. Again, I'm really sorry I was not nearly as prepared as I wanted to be. I was
It's
scrambling.
okay.
I was at my grandma's for like 3 days, and then Gory messaged me. She's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna move